All right, team. Good morning.
Hello.
I don't know if we didn't make an announcement on this as far as like actually going live, and I was gonna say 9 a.m., but you know what? We're just gonna start making this a routine. Sophie, your lead trainer at BURN Bootcamp, y'all know this. Here's a beautiful face. You're gonna see a whole lot more. Erica is joining the training team, so love that her expertise is coming in. She's got a lot to say about a lot of things fitness. So very excited to have her on the team as well. But basically, our Wednesday mornings are just going to be a conversation. So Wellness Wednesday, we're going to be going live just to add to the benefit of your memberships. So very excited to just bulk up what you guys are already getting out of the gym space. What can we add to value as we go throughout BURN Nutrition? We'll talk about mindset on Mondays. We'll talk about Trainer Tip Tuesdays. That'll all come. But as of 9 a.m., which it probably won't be in the future, we're going to be jumping on live. Might be me and Erica, might be me and Lucy. You might see some of the other trainer faces. But yeah, we're going to have some fun with it. So today, which I wish we had been recording.
I know.
But now that we're live, we'll just talk about it. How do you say it?
Okay, so the word is creatine, but I've said creatine. Honestly, it just depends on who I'm listening to, talking with.
Also true.
What do you say?
Yes. Yeah, I would be curious to see what y'all pronounce it as, because I think
Creatine.
Depending on where you're from. I'm Canadian, so I say creatine.
I don't know.
But that's a very northern accent. However you say it, we're going to talk about creatine today. And you know what? I didn't bring out the canister with me, but I can go grab it in a second. Either way, BURN does have their own creatine line. I think it's the cleanest one I've ever seen, and that's just bragging on us because we can. Okay, other door, left side. Yeah.
Watch my butt.
So BURN has the whole nutrition line. We've got our Afterburn. We've got the Ignite for pre-workout. We've got the electrolytes in a replenish, and we've got just creatine listed as it is. So creatine is super important. We're going to go over really fast. Between Erica and I, we'll go over the benefits of creatine and what it can do. And I think we can especially look at what it does for females, because our client base, thank you, it's just such a pretty container. We just had to like grab it and reference it. I don't know, you know, it does have a little bit of it on there. So it says during your workout. We'll talk about our preferences between the two of us if we have different preferences. I've been taking creatine for, I want to say solid for 6 months. Have you been taking it?
Probably about 8 to 9 months. I've been taking it every single day, the 5 grams, which is like recommended. It's like a teaspoon.
Yeah.
And it's flavorless.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so you can chuck it in like a protein shake. You can put it in an electrolyte drink, and I've done it straight with water. It is flavorless, but you know that like the texture is in the water.
It's a grit. Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend like throwing it. You could probably even put it in like soup or something. I don't know, like something.
Oh, that's true. Something
edible or drinkable. Yeah.
I know you can't cook with it. You can't put it it'll actually deactivate. Some component of it will deactivate, so you can't like put it in muffins like you can with pre-workout. Because I know some people will do like protein muffins, and we'll go into recipes. I mean, the possibilities are endless of what we'll go into. Very first, before we jump into this list, and we'll go pretty fast. Oh my gosh, you guys are on here. I love that.
Hello.
Hi, Lindsay.
Beth.
Hi, Beth. Okay, y'all can also jump in with questions, comments, your stories. That's why we do this live. And again, like I said, it'll change times as the weeks go on, and especially as gym doors open. I don't know why it looks like I'm straining so much today. But that time will change for the Wellness Wednesday live, but we'll make sure it's something y'all can possibly attend. But that to say, you know, y'all, if y'all are watching,
let us know. Do you take creatine? Have you ever
100%.
had it before? What are your questions about it? Maybe even just like we're going to talk about what creatine actually does for it, what's studied and proven, but then also some like misleading things that we have come across on social media, maybe that we even believed before we started taking it and seeing the actual progress our bodies have made through lifting and cardio and all the things, and what this bad boy has done. So
I think as females, we're a little afraid of it too.
Yeah,
we are. We'll go into that. Timing. The biggest question I hear right now is, and that I get, when do I take creatine? Have you ever had the answer to that?
I've heard like before your workout, but a lot of times I'll take it, whenever I take my like electrolytes, because I mix it with that. And so typically that is right before my workout anyways. It's that water bottle I'm drinking within the hour before I lift or run or whatever. What about you?
Yeah, and you do like long distance.
So I just ran an ultra, and that's when I would put it in, and it locked in some focus.
You will not see me running for that long. I'll run, but oh my gosh. So for recovery too is there. I take it after a strength day. We are supposed to take it every day. So that's another myth that we can bust out, is that only take it on the days you lift heavy, or only take it on your strength days. It is a supplement or a additive to your nutrition line that should be a daily intake, no matter you're lifting or working out that day or not. Stay consistent with it. I do take it after. I'll take it sometimes, and I think that's where the conflict comes in, is there is no timeline for it. People recommend take it after your strength days, but really creatine, especially on a day you don't work out, you can take it whenever. It's always going to have its benefits. So speaking of benefits, let's jump into these. We actually, obviously, we don't have everything memorized, so we're going to write some down, but we're just going to jump back and forth between the two of us. And the two of y'all, Lindsay or Beth, do y'all take creatine? Question mark. Okay, so number one, boosts muscle strength. Now, how does it necessarily do that? It says it produces lean muscle mass. That's the one myth we can just go ahead and bust right out. And that's, for me, is that women bulk up super fast. And that I associated creatine with, and I don't know why, but before I got into the details of it, I thought it was related to testosterone. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, and I think people, they say, like, you gain, like, weight, but it's like water weight, but then people are nervous, like, especially if they're cutting, they're like, I'm not going to take it because then I'm just going to gain weight, and you might see the scale go up by like a pound or two, but it's literally just like water weight. Like, it's not actual fat or anything that's going to be like, you know, long term. Yeah,
and the fear that women are like, I'm going to bulk up if I start lifting weights, I'm going to get real big. No. It's going to help you with the lean muscle mass, the first and foremost. Yes. So, number two on there.
Okay, so enhances cognitive function. So, like, things like memory, focus, your mood. I work night shifts, and I'm on my feet a lot because I'm a server, and so I have to say, like, I'm exhausted all the time, and I don't want to just rely on caffeine as much as we love it, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to rely on that, and so I do feel like this, a lot of times I'll take it in that, like, midday slump, and that's just the timing that works out, and it helps me study for, like, an upcoming exam, or helps me not be irritable with my kids or anything. So I do have to say, like, you don't want to rely on caffeine to get it. This can affect you in just, like, your mundane everyday stuff too, not just working out.
Not to say it, like, fixes everything, but it almost fixes everything. Beth, cool. Love my creatine. Awesome. Good. Do you take it daily? Question mark. Do you take it daily? I can see my breath. Okay, so number three, just going through, it's pretty much an extensive list. Improves bone health. Here's the hashtag, and I feel like and if you've heard it a lot, the trending word right now is perimenopause. And with the society and where we live right now, you can talk about food additives, you can talk about where we're at in the whole dye industry. But I do believe what we see nowadays is women are going through menopause sooner.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, quicker. And so when I say perimenopause, however you pronounce it, it is women going through menopause a whole lot earlier in our lives. So we're looking at, like, late 30s, which technically you should be hitting menopause in your 50s. So we're hitting it a whole lot sooner. So how can we help, and how can we ease any of those symptoms? I mean, women, period, are all like,
She takes it daily.
Awesome. Cool.
Love to see it.
So yeah, we're talking about, like, post-menopause as well. So not only perimenopause, menopause, and post-menopause, but it definitely helps with that bone health. Don't ask me the science behind that one yet. I don't say I could know specifically what the bone health aspect would be, other than components of your bone. But when you strengthen your muscles around your bones, you're also helping your bone composition as well. So you're helping in all aspects. So I think we can tie those two together, probably is what they're saying. We do, though, when we look over time as women, we do lose estrogen. So that can be another aspect of, even as you age, you lose that estrogen level. So it does help with upping that estrogen level as you go.
So the next thing, like Sophie was saying, she takes it right after a workout to help in muscle recovery. I actually would be curious to know too, a lot of, like, recovery shakes and stuff that I know BURN has a recover drink, and then some other brands have them too. Yeah. But just, I wonder if there's, like, same components as this in there, because it helps reduce inflammation, and then, which I know as women, I feel like we experience inflammation, like, all the time. We could eat something
chronic inflammation
bad, and then, well, I say bad, like high sodium or whatever, and all of a sudden we're, like, blowing up, or you know, we all have all these intolerances, whatever. Yeah. And so, I mean, why not? It's literally one tiny scoop, and, like, to help with things that we struggle with on the daily, you know. Can't be bad.
Yeah, love that. Okay, next one, supports energy levels during hormonal shifts, especially during your cycles. So we say hormonal shifts because that's something you track over time. So like as women, especially our hormonal shifts, men have hormones too, but we can talk about those at another time. Ours are more consistent. And so over long periods of time when you look at that, and then your short period of time would be just like your regular cycle, your period, how you go throughout the luteal phase and everything else involved in there. And we'll also go into details in the future as to how to train around your cycle as well. But what I was going to say in there, another myth to debunk was the one you were just talking about before we went on with the energy, like the before and after. It's not like an immediate, I'll let you go over that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen this on Instagram or Facebook Reels, but something that I even came across this week was, it was like this girl walking into a gym setting, and it's like before creatine, and she's all sluggish and, you know, slumped and just like not ready to be there. And then it's like, okay, after taking creatine, and she's like doing cartwheels in the gym, and you're like, okay, that gives you the appearance that this is like a pre-workout, and it's not. And so Sophie was saying, you know, it does improve those things, but it's over time. It's
100%.
It's clarity of mind. Again, like it reduces the brain fog, all the things, and in turn, it gives you energy and focus, and your mood is lighter. You know, all those things. Yeah. But it's not instant. You're not going to feel that within 30 minutes of taking it like you would, again, an energy drink or a pre-workout or whatever you do to get hyped for your workouts. But I would say still over time, like it's going to increase like your I don't know, your mindset and all the things going in. Yeah. Yeah, and I would say that same line. Like, it's not, the pre-workout's not the immediate energy, but it's definitely, you feel better, you do better. So as your body starts to feel better, you're able to do more, you're able to work out harder, go longer, go faster, feel stronger. And so, yeah, your mood obviously elevates. Yeah, for sure. I don't remember if you run the next one or not. Yes, okay, so something with, you all know this, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but as we age, if we're not lifting, if we're not doing the things, our body is going to lose its muscle mass. I think it said if you don't lift, you're gonna lose like 10 pounds of muscle every 10 years, and so that's like a year per muscle. Like that's crazy, or pound of muscle. That's insane. So if we're lifting, great, we're already combating that, we're preventing that loss. But then if we're also taking this, we're gonna just only help ourselves. And so I know that we have a huge age range within our community, and so why wait till you're in your 50s? It's not too late to start when you're in your 50s, 60s. Yeah. But why wait when we're in our 30s, 40s? Like we can, even 20s. Like let's get a head start on that. And you know, I wish I had found this in my 20s. For sure. I wish I had been in it. What's this? Is this a 5 milligrams? I think it's on the serving. 5 milligrams is 5 grams. Yep. 5 grams. The average of what you want on a day. Definitely not milligrams. You would. And there's no calories or anything in it. It's literally just creatine is like an element. It's not on the periodic table, but it is element. Yeah, it's like it's not some concocted added. Yeah. Improves body composition. I think we can go back to that just overall as far as exactly what your body is created. When you get more muscle, or is made up of, when you get more muscle, the muscle will eat away at the fat over time, and your body composition then starts to change. So it's very hard to do the fat loss and the muscle build at the same time, but we can go into those details on another Wellness Wednesday. So basically just overall, again, we come back to over and over, you feel better, you do better. So you lift better, you lift more, you're more efficient in your body, your composition overall, what your body is made of, just gets better over time. And again, I can't just preach on this enough, is creatine is number one. That's why we're doing this as the first one. Even though protein is super important, electrolytes are super important, the replenish, the ignite, pre-workout helps me, because I'm a caffeine addict at this point. But creatine, I just think is number one. Yeah, it's a different what is that last one? Okay, and then we kind of already covered this, but it regulates your mood. So you have creatine in your body, okay? It's in your brain already, but it is lower in us. And I think over time, like, again, all our hormones and everything in our bodies are changing because of what we eat, just the amount of junk in processed food and all the, you know, we could go on and on about that industry and medicines we take and all of the things. And so this is one easy way to help us. And I do feel like in the end, like, it does help in other aspects. Like you said, it's not just feeling and doing better physically, but also mentally. You know, when we have all these things, maybe we're less anxious. Maybe we don't fall into that seasonal depression as long or as much or even at all. I don't know. But we would love to see kind of, if you guys start trying it, stick with it, even if you see the scale go up a little bit. But lastly, we just want to always say, consult your doctor. Always.
period. And especially when we look, I sound like not the kid. What are the kids nowadays? They're like, period. But no, there's like, first and foremost, just check with your doctor. As far as we can say, like, it's a universal thing you can take. Creatine is good for everybody. We would never be the ones to say we are your physicians. We don't know what medications you're on. I don't think there's necessarily any big, like, red flags for what it would clash with. But again, we always come back to check with your primary care physician. If you don't have one, check with getting one. But just ask them. Just see if you're already on any type of meds, or even just you want to know how your body's going to respond. Check with your doctor.
Right. And again, like, BURN creates their own, or like produces their own, and so I would just start with this and see how this does for you. And again, we'd love to see track some of these things, like see how much. Again, it's like a teaspoon. You don't have to actually weigh 5 grams, but it's about a teaspoon. And just take it every day. Try and take it maybe around the same time every day. Do it after you lift or whatever.
There's a good point. Yeah.
Like, let us know. We would love to hear the changes in all the things. And if you're like, it's not working, like, give it some time. I think it's going to take longer than like a week, so just give it some time.
It does actually, scientifically, they say anything from like a month, 30 days to 60 days is where you'll only start to see the benefits. So you have to be consistent. Like, when I say take it every day, I really mean take it every day.
And this is 30 servings. So
it's solid.
Will get you a month, and then you just subscribe.
That's what I was just, look at the minds. Subscriptions, we'll get into those. I definitely want to have something so that you don't even have to think about it. Like, oh, my creatine's getting low, I gotta order. In the future, as our BURN doors open, you'll be able to get on a subscription that just sends you through BURN eSprainer. It'll just send you what you need. And these will be in packages, because we're going to talk about, especially coming next week, how this goes hand in hand with like protein and other supplements, and how it's important to be on pretty much the package deal of what they are. And we're not a selling point either. It's not about the income or making what it is that I hear. It's seeing your benefits of what you get when you take it.
Because we've seen it ourselves. And we're seeing it currently. So.
Yeah. And we might get some of our other trainers to talk about how it's benefited them as well if they're starting to take it. Because I know Amy, our lead BA, has been taking it for a long time. She could preach on it day and night. And everyone comes from a different component, you know, having kids, not having kids, the schedule, the training schedule. Erica's got all of those under her umbrella. So she knows specifically how it helps with those as well. But other than that, thank you so much for Beth and Lindsay, who jumped on with us today.
And if you're catching the replay, comment.
Yes.
We want to engage with you, even if it's not during the live ever, if you're at work or with kids or homeschooling, whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Let's make that an assignment. If you do watch this, and we want you to watch it all the way through to know the benefits and the uptake of it, throw in a comment when you take it, how long you've been taking it, and the benefit you've seen personally out of it. So your assignment of 3. When you take it during the day, like what time of day you take it, again, how long you've been taking it, and what's one benefit. Doesn't have to be out of our list. Maybe it's something completely off our list that you've just noticed you increased with creatine.
Yes.
All right, guys, we finish off everything. I'm going to let Erica free up her hands. We finish everything. 2 claps on 2, 1, 2. Have a great Wednesday, team. Be well.